Hi, Jay. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Always a pleasure. Love the restaurant. Love your cooking. And I have to say, kudos to you for set dressing.
Oh, thank you.
This is pretty nice.
Thank you.
You've done a great job here.
Appreciate it.
What you cooking up for us today?
So we've got New York strip today. And
a very flavorful cut of steak.
Absolutely. One of my favorite cuts of steak. We're going to put a Sunnyside up free-range egg on it. We've got.
What's the inspiration for that?
Maybe afterthought was maybe a little play on breakfast, but it's certainly a dinner savory dish.
Those two things go together like steak and eggs.
Exactly. Yeah. We've got sage pesto on sweet potato steak fries, also shallot jam,
Yummy.
and very simple little watercress salad with olive oil, salt and pepper.
Nice. Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Sounds good.
How do we start?
All right, so we're going to start. You said you made a few eggs this morning. So
I did.
You're warmed up.
Really?
All right.
You know, somebody once told me, actually, I think it was Alton Brown on TV, that you never crack an egg on the side of the dish, but you always crack it on a flat surface so you don't drive the shell into the egg. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah?
That's true. That's
awesome.
true. Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so lay that down nice and neat. While you're doing that, and that's just going to, like I said, sunny side up, so that's kind of self-maintaining there once it's in the pan.
Okay.
We'll put a nice layer of salt and pepper on there, on our steak. So the interesting thing about this, there's nothing wrong with cooking a steak indoors, but there's a couple key pieces of equipment I like to have. Number one, cast iron.
Really?
All right, so cast iron, if you're doing a steak indoors, no matter what size, what cut, if you're doing it indoors, choose cast iron because it's hot, it sears your meat. All right, and then the second piece I will show you here in just a second. It's actually in the oven. So I've got our steak on. I've got some sweet potatoes, which are actually going to go on the cast iron. Now we're going to roast these, but at the same time, I like to get them a little crispy on the cast iron with the steak.
Do you like the pans with the little ridges on them, or do you like the flat? Kind of pan?
Yeah, those are fine too.
Either way?
Ridges, that's fine, either way. But the material is what's important.
I like that cast iron.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I mean, if you have some from your grandparents, I mean, that's ideal. That's ideal stuff, absolutely.
Black as night, too, well seasoned.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Absolutely. So we're going to let that sear.
Oh, it smells good.
Your egg's looking beautiful. I'm just going to put a little pinch of pepper on that. We might turn that heat up slightly.
I may need a spatula at some point.
We should get it to the point. We'll use a spoon and we'll get it to a point
oh, look
where
at you.
It slides right out.
You know all about this stuff. You must be a chef.
Sometimes. I play one on TV.
You stayed in the Holiday Inn last night, right?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So how long do you cook a steak?
So what we're doing, as far as indoors is concerned, cooking a steak, the time is relevant to what kind of heat you have, how big the steak is, really. But when we're doing it indoors, the main thing we want to do is just give it a quick sear, okay?
Wow, that's gorgeous.
So we want to get a nice caramelization on the meat, sear it, get all the raw pieces of meat seared.
So at this point, you're not going for cooking it all the way through so much as just getting the sear? Is that what that's
exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to sear on the stovetop and then take it into the oven.
Okay, we got about a minute left, so let's pretend it's seared.
All
and then we popped it into what temperature oven?
So I've got this oven at 400 degrees.
Oh, hot oven.
So a nice hot oven.
Yep.
All right. And here's something I put together prior. So this is the other piece of equipment.
Yes.
A roasting rack.
Okay.
Ideal. All right, ideal. That allows everything to cook nice and evenly. Your drippings kind of drip down, so it doesn't steam your meat. It still allows your meat to stay nice and moist.
And how long do you put it in the 400 oven?
So we'll put it in there. You know, I'm gauging medium rare for my preference.
Okay, yeah, me too.
So we've got a 12-ounce New York strip here. So you're probably looking at 8 to 10 minutes.
And is that in center rack or top, or where in the oven?
Center rack.
Center rack.
Yeah, straight center rack. Yeah.
And then you plate it all up. I want to be able to show people what you finally do. That looks absolutely
That's the one
gorgeous.
right there.
And as you plate one up for us here, I want to remind everybody that it's on our website, mysuncoast.com. All of the information there is available, and you're adding a little bit of the sweet pesto?
Sage pesto.
Sage pesto,
all right.
And the sweet chutney, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Look at there. Look at that. Final product up here, if you can get a shot of that. Absolutely gorgeous. Chef, we thank you so very much. Look at that. That looks good. On the menu now?
Yes, absolutely.
That's Jack Dusty.
It is.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.